Police are closing in on a number of suspects in the Elnaz Hajtamiri kidnapping case. When there are multiple people involved in a big crime and things get hot, you know what happens. And things are hot. Look at this copper. He's the lead OPP detective on the case. Not only is this guy really smart, he's like a bulldog on prime rib. He's gonna relentlessly pursue answers on this case. There's something else about him though, and I'll tell you in a minute. This detective has a whole team of investigators, and they are just as tenacious as he is. They are turning over every rock, shining a light in every dark corner, and finding out all kinds of things. And you know, when they start scrutinizing like that, they're gonna find out about other crimes along the way and nab other criminals. Everyone involved in crime who is even remotely connected to these suspects or their activities in this case are at risk of going down too. Police across multiple jurisdictions are on this thing. While detectives care about every case, there are certain cases that really get to you. Cases that stick with you. This is one of those. Elnaz Hajtamiri was sitting at home with her family, settled in for the evening, when armed men invaded the home and brazenly and violently ripped her away from her family, dragging her barefoot and screaming into the bitter night. She has not been seen or heard from since. But now the walls are closing in on those involved. There are a lot of people out there who have information someone is gonna spill. It always goes that way sooner or later. Everybody wants to protect their own interest, and then it's a race to see who is gonna sing like a little birdie and take care of themselves before somebody else does. This is an opportunity. Someone's going to be smart and realize that somebody else is going to make the call anyway. So might as well get your own story out there before someone else goes in and says whatever they want about you. Of course, I can't make promises or otherwise speak for the criminal justice system, but I spent my career working in it, and I can tell you that Crown attorneys and judges do take into consideration when people cooperate. It's better to take control of the situation and come forward, get help dealing with it, relieve the stress, and make the call before someone else does. The clock is ticking now. And remember, there's a $100,000 reward. Having money like that might ease some stress for someone. Oh, the other thing about this detective? Yes, he's bright, and he's tenacious and determined to solve all of this. There's another thing about him, though. He's compassionate. He has seen and heard things you couldn't imagine. He won't be shocked by things. And he's a pretty good listener. He understands that people find themselves in crazy or impossible situations. He understands how easy it is for people in tough circumstances to get dragged into things that end up bigger than they thought. He understands that sometimes people can mess up, and that doesn't make them monsters. He is willing to work with people to resolve things. If you're in trouble, that's the kind of guy you want to talk to. As for those other criminals who think they're getting away with this, they're fooling themselves. The walls are closing in, and they are running out of time and options.
Boy, how you gonna move forward? what you gon' be? And do you believe